tipping the scales about 10-9. We got a quad slide canyon trail Gulfstream product here at Haylett RV of Coldwater, Michigan. This is a brand that we had represented for a brief little period, and so I'm pretty familiar with it. You know, aluminum structure. It's not built necessarily unlike a lot of things in this class. I like the vacuum laminated skin. I like the all aluminum welded frame because it is double-sided welded, which is sharp. And this is well kept. Previous owner definitely knew how to take care of this thing. So the number one question, why is it here? And the short answer is because he bought a house in Florida and he doesn't need his fifth wheel for Florida anymore. Now you saw that big, true, full pass-through storage there with the TV hookups. This has a bedroom TV in it. You can dismount, relocate out here, and have a nice little basement TV scenario. You also see that front bulkhead wall rather, folds down to create some easy access, massive cargo space if you have to really belly fill this thing to you know, get yourself down the road. Very handy feature if you're full-timing, just that extra cargo space down there. It's the room for extra 2 or 3 totes, you know. More ride pin box to give this big sucker an easier towing scenario down the road. Painted nose cap as well, and the skin is still nice and glossy. This has been cleaned, this has been maintained, this has been well kept. 0 degree rated product. Heavy insulation package on one of these. Canyon Trail is an interesting brand. You could really scale them up or down as much as you wanted. You could have built this giant model here very simple. You could build it very loaded, like you see here. This is the most loaded Canyon Trail I've actually seen. Like you got your 6-point automatic leveling system on here, for instance. You got the full nose cap. You've got the upgraded interior. There was some different packages that I recall and I remember here that have been applied. This is not at all anywhere close to a base model Canyon Trail. The roof is exceptionally well cared for. It is very clean. The seals are fantastic up there. No sign of any harsh weathering on this. Looks like a full receiver hitch was added to the back here, so if you want to throw on a little bike rack or something, you could do that. This is something that always made me laugh on these. At the time, Gulfstream was working on resurrecting the old name Yellowstone, and I always asked our rep, what's Yellowstoner versus? Because Yellowstone RVs looks like Yellowstone versus, or Yellowstoner versus, if you don't use proper capitalization. But anyway, you want windows? I got windows here. I got like 8 windows right here on this slide in this rear wall. This thing's got so many windows you can afford to put them on discount right here. This thing has got loads of windows right there. But you really do. This has like a full atrium super slide on the door side, which just also, and I love the symmetry. That's one of the things I always liked about this brand, was they did a really good job. Instead of like 2 giant windows, they'd use multiple windows. Like we've got 7 windows on just the slide right here. Now, what a lot of brands are going to do is give you a big window here and a big window here. But that third one in the middle, it's the extra light, it's the extra visibility that you're going to enjoy on your campsite. And I'm going to show you my favorite part about this whole camper right here. It says right here, built in North America. But you know, depends on what you're looking at. You're like, I don't know, like 88 to 92% American. Just don't ask no questions. Nobody gets hurt. Everybody wins. But I would actually like to draw your attention to these stickers right here, seriously. Because little exterior decals like this are one of the first points that's ever going to fade and fail on an RV. Look how nice and sharp these still are. These have not undergone any sort of fading. Again, this has been well kept, protected from the weather. That's one of the best things that I could share about this coach right here. You know, from the very uncommon drop-down bulkhead wall to that extremely well-kept exterior nature. Like, look at the gloss still on the skin. We haven't cleaned this. This is just dropped off the guy's truck a few minutes ago, and I came out here and I'm looking at it like, man, this is sharp. I'd put this just about right next to any of the new ones that we ever sold. A little different entry door too, which is kind of cool. You see these a lot on the Open Range or Highland Ridge RVs that we carry here at Haylett RV. Instead of a screen door, you have a sliding screen panel integrated into the door, and then a pull-down privacy shade right there. A little different. I always liked it though. So very traditional rear entertainment. 4-slide design, nothing earth-shatteringly new there, but sometimes it doesn't have to be unique, it just has to be effective, and this has been done well. This is well executed. We'll come back to the kitchen in a minute. I just want to give you a quick, nice little flyover view before we get up close and personal on things. So the bulk of your time you're going to be spent back in these opposing living room slides right here. We're going to start over here, and this is one of the things they did extremely well, is by giving this a little bit larger L-shaped, almost sort of residential style wraparound lounge couch right here. Because rear entertainments sometimes suffer from the fault of not having good view of the rear TV and entertainment center. This does not suffer from that challenge. You've got your electric space heating fireplace below with that sort of pretend stone mantle. But you'll notice too, you've got solid surface counters back here. That's a touch I'd like to really bring your attention to. Like, it's not uncommon to see solid surface counters in the kitchen, but a lot of brands, if they're trying to cut corners, that's where they'll stop. You can see that they went the whole way here. They went, you know, they did the, I don't know why the word full Monty, that phrase came to mind, because that's not at all what we're looking at here, but I think you get the idea. Anyway, the twin recliners, by the way, these are dual pane windows on this too, so that will help bump up your R values a little bit. It's not the same as a residential thermal pane. I don't like to sell things under false pretense, but it is nice. If you don't want to run a dehumidifier in here, it actually is a nice way in a cold camp situation to help arrest and slow, or just maybe potentially prevent the condensation on the interior windows. You've got dual section day-night roller shades through. I just kind of left a couple up, couple down here and there so you could get looks at these things. Those are also very nice. If you pull both those shades down, if it's really hot or cold outside, it will really help improve. Actually, pulling these shades down will do more for your window R values than actually having the double pane. So this is like the maximum capacity window insulation package right here is what this is. Something that our sales guys came out with, oh yeah, I remember that. They have a pivoting dining table. You can have it set up on an east-west configuration for normal dining, or you can actually turn it sideways to give you extra walk-through space. And some people like to set chairs on the door side to look out this huge atrium slide window system, those 7 windows. They didn't put them in there for no reason after all. So I like the little bonus drawer on this little wraparound sofa that we have right here. That's just a nice extra little touch they put in. Kitchen, like I mentioned, solid surface countertops, and just a whole slew of storage. That's one of the best things when you go from a 35 to you know, like a 34-foot trailer up to something a little bit bigger like this. It's probably, I don't know, 37.8. I haven't looked at it, hard specs yet, but you get so much more storage capacity. Like, we've got an extra toothpick pantry next to the fridge, floor to ceiling pantry there, extra storage above your little entry bureau. And I love that because it gives you the perfect place, just like set your phone down and empty your hands out when you first come back. Big residential size microwave in here too. And if you look, it's actually even convection. Bam! Stainless appliance bundle looks good in contrast to that cherry. When this was built, cherry wood tones, they were just everything. But wrapping around here, you see all the extra cabinet and drawer space that a peninsula counter gives you that an island cannot. Moving upstairs. Sharp bathroom in it. There was a period there where a lot of brands were doing these little bowl type sink things. The idea there was it'd give you a little extra countertop space right here. Some brands still do it. It's not like everybody found out, oh, it doesn't work. It's just some people like it, some people don't. That's one of the reasons we carry so many different brands of RVs here new at Haylett RV. You know, from Jayco's to Keystones to Coachman's to Winnebagos and Forest Rivers and all kinds of other stuff. You know, they all have their own little touches. I like the big shower in this thing, though. But you notice, you've got a little shelf section over here, but there's like nothing behind it. It's not wasted space. They actually open that up in the bedroom. So as we come up here, this is king capable, by the way. This is a queen bed, but it is king capable. They opened up the back side of that storage here in the bedroom for just extra shelf capacity. Plus, you've got a handy little laundry hamper included down there. So this is a 60 by 80 true queen. If you want to, you could remove the side stands and you could bump this up to a king. And this is not the original mattress that had been removed and replaced. This is a residential queen, a true residential queen. Big ol' heavy duty serious mattress on this sucker. Big ol' Simmons True Beauty Rest. Not the less expensive beauty sleep system you find in a lot of, well, certain RVs now. More your higher end stuff, but even upgraded above and beyond that. Naturally, washer dryer hookups in the front closet of this thing, like virtually every fifth wheel bedroom. Nothing too earth shattering there, but massive storage. And again, looks like a TV was added up here. If you want to, you could probably remove that and mount it downstairs in the basement. You know, the point is, everything was left here. The guy didn't go scavenging. He didn't pick out the pieces that he could and say, ooh, I'm going to keep this, I'm going to keep that, I'm going to keep that, I'm going to put it in my new Florida house. He said, no, that stuff belongs to the RV. I'm going to leave it there. He was very proud of this. It's just, he just goes, man, I just don't need it anymore. I found a house in Florida and I don't need my fifth wheel. That's the only reason she's here. So give us a call, whether it's hitching, pieces, parts, trades, financing, truck and trailer package deals, RV delivery, and everything in between. Haylett RV only does everything. So take care, stay safe, have fun, and happy camping, everyone.